personalized medicine, like a doctor who's practicing personalized medicine.
What does that mean?
So that not just going by looking into what else about your physical makeup and your biology might be contributing to whatever symptoms or what's going on, instead of just treating the symptoms.
Well, yeah, I mean...
Or calling it this disease.
I thought that was...
It's not that syndrome, because there's other things informing it.
I mean, that's a lot of holistic medicine.
Right.
What I would call holistic medicine.
Right. Well, that's now they're calling it personalized, because they don't want to sound...
Right.
Like
they don't want to sound like hippies.
Right.
That word got... Right. That's quack stuff.
Right. You're not allowed to say that.
I mean, some of it is. I'll tell you an interesting thing about... And I have had a holistic doctor who I think changed my life as much as anybody, and I'm very grateful. He absolutely knows that I don't agree with everything.
Yeah.
And I also definitely want a MD doctor also. I think you need both to balance.
Yeah. Well, you might get more information,
right,
too, that you can decide about.
But so, like, you know, I started to get into it. This is like almost 20 years ago, and you know, everything is super natural, which I totally get that. I remember the first time we went out socially, there was one restaurant in all of LA he would go to that was pure enough.
Wait, who would?
This is my holistic doctor.
Oh, okay.
So, like, and you know, he just wouldn't have anything, you know, no bread, down the line. Natural, no antibiotics, of course, no pharmaceuticals, no this, no that, no sugar, nothing. But then, very big on colonics.
Oh. Okay.
Which may or may not.
I remember that trend.
I don't think it's a trend, but point being, like, if you're like natural, when you think about sticking water up your ass, the word that comes to mind is not natural. It's not like if I was just standing around with a garden hose in my hand, I would absent-mindedly just stick it up my ass, you know? So for everything to be natural, and also stick water up your ass.
Right. It's not something that naturally occurs. Right.
But it also might be very good for you.
I don't know if it's really good for you.
Nobody knows anything for sure in medicine. That's
Thank you.
Nobody, I'm always trying to push this point.
Yes.
Just, you know what? I accept where we are. I have to. What could I do else? We're in the year 2022.
Yes.
In 2052, they're not going to look back and go, boy, in 2022, we pretty much had it all figured out medically, didn't we? We were just crossing the T's and dotting the I's.
No, they're going to do what they do every 7 years, which is, we were wrong about that.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Just don't give me the attitude of just do what we say. Because when have we ever been wrong?
Right.
All the time.
All the time. All the time.
And it's not mostly your fault. It's just, again, like the year we live in.
No, but just be honest. Be honest. We don't really know.
Right.
But what's recommended, and there's some studies that show this might work. They're associative studies, not cause and effect, so we can't know absolutely. But here's all I have to offer. Yeah, go for it. But don't say, like they did, no, honey, for your pregnancy, you need to take DES. For you know, you're pregnant and you're nauseous, so you'll just take
what's DES?
You know, DS. This estrogen that caused all kinds of reproductive problems in the kids that were born.
Did you take it?
No.
Good.
No, not me. I'm in my mom's generation, your mom's generation. And you know, I do know a lot of people who have reproductive problems because of it.
But they gave it to all the women?
No.
Back then?
No, but they were offering it a lot.
Right.
Just like in the 20s, they were insisting, you need some opium. I mean, we have to give you, because you're hysterical.
Right.
You're going through the change and you're hysterical. Or you just had a baby, so you're hysterical.
Right.
And yet all these people, it's the same crisis we're having.
Yes.
And we had it in the 20s. It all happened. And then the government made it illegal. And they went to heroin. You had the exact same problem. We just repeated history.
And in 100 years, this will be the 20s that they're talking about. With the same attitude that we're talking about the 1920s.
Right.
Things will seem incredibly primitive in their thinking and just very wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, simple things like they very often misdiagnose fungal infections for bacterial infections. They treat everything with antibiotics. First of all, there's a lot of money in it. But it's also just where, like, I'm not saying they're trying to be corrupt. It's just like.
Right. Well, I don't know.
You know, some of it
Someone's
is.
trying to make money.
Well, yes. And also.
But the doctors are just trying to give you the best information they have.
Yes. And also, they listen to the patients too much, you know. Ask your doctor. We're only one of 2 countries that has direct to consumer advertising for pharmaceuticals.
Yeah.
So you should never be like, hey, doc, could I get some of that? Sure, the cute rep from the pharmaceutical company was by this afternoon, and she strutted her ass in here and winked at me, and I bought a whole passel of this, and they're taking me on this cruise in a couple of months. You know, that shit goes on with doctors.
I know.
And it's very easy just to pass out antibiotics and Vicodin, and especially if you're one of these low rent, you know, I certainly have heard the stories from people who go to the one on the corner in the, you know, urgent care, and it's like I've heard harrowing stories of just terrible decisions that these people are making because they don't care. They're not really your doctor.
Right.
You know, I mean, it's like I know my mechanic better than they, you know, so.
Look at me. I don't. I don't know anyone.
You just did like a you right there. You did that like you were reading a line that's why you're so good.
Thanks. I was going to say disingenuous.
No, your line.